Hey, crypto traders, checking in on the sector, and the bulls are attempting a breakout now, and about time, as we have the S&P 500 breaking out, oil breaking out, gold and silver breaking out, Bitcoin trying to join the fun. And when you keep all of that in mind and you look at this weekly chart, you say, well, Bitcoin's a laggard and everybody else is already seeing higher highs. But if you ignore that and I just look at Bitcoin's weekly chart, I say this is very healthy consolidation. We're holding the back test of weekly exponential support, and we're slowly now shifting our way to look back up towards 10,400, 10,500, very key resistances. So on the daily time frame, we have this tightening range that is breaking bullish, but for me, what is more important than downtrend and uptrend lines are hard price levels. So 94.75 is a very important level for me, and we're currently rejecting from that level, and we need to see a break over it. The volume is there for the bulls, considering we still have over 6 hours of trading, and it's going to be one of the highest volume days in the last week plus. But I need to see a break of 94.75 to take us to the highest price that we've seen in the last month, and see follow through not only in the downtrend resistance break, but in the previous price resistance break as well. So looking at the hourly time frame, healthy consolidation right now. If we lose the hourly uptrend, we will zoom out and look for a 4-hour higher low. Bulls have space to work with on both time frames, and the hourly 12-period exponential support is, just had my monitor flash for a moment, but we have the hourly 12-period exponential support holding for now. So that's what we're watching, bigger picture. And looking at the alert system, there's something I want to highlight here, because what I'm watching for at this point in time is for the alert system to be wrong. Now that seems a little bit odd for an alert system that we've made. Why am I watching for it to be wrong? Well, look at how right it has been. So these are the 4-hour super stack signals for overbought and oversold conditions, and pretty much the last 6 that have fired off have been money in terms of nailing extended conditions and seeing significant follow through in the opposing direction. So what I want to see now, that it has fired on this bull move, and if we're going to pull back, then I'm going to say, here we go again, rejection from resistance and overextended move and staying in the tightening range. If we get follow through from here, again, considering we have not seen any of these conditions fire with follow through after that signal has been sent, if it were to happen now for the first time in a month, that would stand out to me and say, this time is a bit different. Bulls are proving follow through if we can get over that 94.75 level after the super stack signal has fired. So using the alert system a little bit differently, and if we do not see follow through, then I'm going to consider it that we're still in the tightening range, and we will be patient and wait further. The Bitcoin dominance chart is not doing much, just sideways, which shows pretty much that Bitcoin and the altcoins are going tick for tick with each other. And here we have the exponential 12-period resistance as a good visual guide. I need to see that level turn into support. I need to see a bull break of 64.28 to see a bounce that's big enough for us to zoom out and look for a weekly lower high to be the most likely scenario. But if that takes place, and again, if I'm a Bitcoin bull, I want to see this Bitcoin bull break, and I want to see follow through on this Bitcoin dominance chart, because that would show me that funds are leaving altcoins and going into Bitcoin for this daily break. And if we do not see the dominance bull break, then that daily bull break for me will be less meaningful. ETH/USD, solid move on the daily time frame. Daily resistances are lining up all right around 249 and 250. Pretty much 3 resistance levels between 249 and 253.60. Those are our clear resistances that are most important as the weekly time frame attempts to see continuation. And again, ETH much closer to a weekly bull break to continue this bounce, similar to all the other assets that I mentioned, and just watching to see if it can push through over 253.60. We are currently $9 away from that resistance, which is about 3.5% or so, whereas Bitcoin still needs a 10% move to get up to its weekly resistance. ETH BTC, daily time frame lost the uptrend, but solid bounce. So zooming out, we're looking at it to ideally hold and prevent from weekly consolidation. Inside bar last week, inside bar this week. If we break bearish, we will still be looking for a weekly higher low, but bulls would certainly prefer to just hold on and try and see continuation from the bull move that was 2 weeks ago. Link USD has lost its bull mojo, at least in the short term. We're still looking for a daily higher low to form, but we're seeing a lot of strength in other names and not so much strength in Link. The 4-hour time frame is struggling to change the trend. We got a bounce up to 768, then faded back down, and it is a double bottom at 713 right now, and actually more like a triple bottom, but we're not seeing enough convincing bounce off of that support level that we're convinced that it can hold. So there is a potential bottom fishing play there, but I would need to see these bulls get back towards the 750 range to have confidence that it can hold. 4-hour downtrend is our guide. And I played the oversold bounce initially yesterday and was a bit distracted doing live streaming for stock, so I didn't get my ideal entries. Made one entry at 750, was going to make a second entry at 730, but I pulled my bid knowing that I wasn't going to be able to pay attention, and then I just exited at 750 break even because I couldn't pay attention. So pretty much a non-event. But Link has to change that 4-hour trend for a daily higher low to be set, and the size of the pullback at this point will have us looking for a daily lower high compared to the all-time high once we do find that support level. We've seen solid bounces, first hourly oversold conditions, saw a solid bounce, and that was actually back here. So solid bounce from 762 to 817. First 4-hour oversold conditions, saw a decent bounce, 714 up to 768, but we've already used those up now. So any oversold conditions on those time frames happening again don't have the same confidence as when it happens for the first time coming off of a blue sky breakout move. ADA USDT still tightening up on the daily. I'm viewing this as our high, low, lower high, and still looking for the higher low. None of these bounce attempts were significant enough to be a clear enough pivot to set that daily higher low. So the most important support is 1102, and we're currently holding 11.4 and trying to get that follow through. And the 4-hour time frame needs a clear trend change. You can see this wall right here just under 12.5. So getting over 12.5 would start to increase the odds that our daily higher low has been set, and we would then shift our focus to 13.6 and 13.87, the two most important resistances. But overall, we are still in a daily uptrend at this point, as far as I'm considered, looking to maintain that daily higher low pattern. XTZ USD, very similar to Link. And the Link bulls are looking at this chart and saying, well, where's our move? Because it was the same kind of massive bull move, the same 4 days of significant pullback, but still looking for a higher low, and now a very significant bounce off of that daily higher low. And again, Link is the same thing, 4 or 5 days of pullback, but a much weaker bounce. So XTZ 4-hour time frame, just a straight shot off the low. We have not changed the 4-hour trend yet, so we will be looking for a 4-hour higher low next time we consolidate, but bulls giving themselves plenty of cushion and a solid bounce. And now we're going to look for a daily lower high compared to 334. BNB had some bull news come out, and we reacted to that, but it's a tightening daily range as well. And you can almost look at this as a glimpse back in time as to what XTZ could potentially be looking for. Big bull move up, fast drop down, starting to bounce into a tightening range, and that's pretty much BNB a couple days ago. So we're watching to see, is BNB giving us a daily lower high now at 1834, and we would have to see the inside bar that is forming today break bearish to say that our lower high has been set. So high at 19, low at 1654, possibly a lower high at 1834. Bears will need more follow through for that to be convincing. LTC, bull move today, but bigger picture, we're in a weekly tightening range. In the weekly chart, we had a low of 39.34, and we did break it, but just barely, pretty much a double bottom. I'm considering anything under 48.07 as a weekly lower high, and considering that's still over 10% away, we're watching to potentially remain in this tightening weekly range. 45.86 is a shorter term key resistance level, but the bulls have a lot of proving to do. If you're looking at these names like Litecoin and XRP, and you're looking for potential laggard action, you want to ensure that the Bitcoin pairing is doing the same bull move that the US dollar pairing is doing as well. That's when you see bulls in the altcoin space act their strongest and play significant catch up. So if I'm seeing a bull break on this little daily higher low and higher high on LTC USD, I need to see it on the Bitcoin pairing as well, and we do have that. So the Bitcoin pairing weekly chart is just sideways here, and the bulls need to break 4.9 and 4.98 for a convincing bull break after pretty much just 3 months, 2 to 3 months of sideways action. Have to see. The burden of proof is certainly on the bulls. and we have to see follow through. XRP USD, same deal. Daily higher low trying to be set. Bulls need to break 202, but we have to see the XRP BTC chart with bull breaks as well. And on the daily chart, we can see we're trying for a higher low, but the XRP USD chart is stronger. We're not seeing the same daily higher low forming on the Bitcoin pairing chart, which is a little bit of a red flag. We have to see the same moves. And again, just go back historically and look at any altcoin that's run hard and watch the correlation between its US dollar chart and its Bitcoin pairing chart, because they do the same thing. And when one's bull flagging on the hourly time frame, the Bitcoin pairing is bull flagging on the hourly time frame as well, keeping it extremely strong. And that's always important to have happening if you are an altcoin bull in a certain individual name. So that's where we stand overall. The Bitcoin bulls are close to proving it, but they're not doing so just yet. And if we can get nice continuation and continue piling on this daily bull volume and get over 94.75, we'll be a lot more comfortable calling it a bull break. From there, I would zoom out and be watching for the potential that anything under 10.4 is a weekly lower high. Last thing the bulls want to see is a failure to break 10,400 and then a drop down to break 8,800, because that would confirm a weekly downtrend and confirm that our monthly lower high has been set, and we would then be looking for a monthly higher low. Long way to go for that to happen, but it is a possibility. So bulls are not out of the woods yet. Hope you are well. Have a good day. We'll end it here with a video from yesterday, and the reaction from the people watching the stock video yesterday tells me that I need to clarify that I'm being sarcastic about the ghost, and that is me jokingly deflecting my ego from saying I just tripped. Do good things. So I feel I've never told you the story of the ghost that pushed me in the back, and I got it on film here, and I will do a little run through here so we can see exactly what played out. So nice bright morning, great day, bowl of cereal, happy-go-lucky, working in the yard. It's a weekend day, just a young guy, almonds in his pocket, throws some almonds to the squirrels. How you doing, squirrels? Eat some breakfast with me right here. So you'll see on my back 2 handprints right there. So they got me. Big push from behind. And you might be saying, why are there cushions on your top step? That's dangerous. And my answer is, my dog Sweetie Pants likes to sit on them and overlook the yard. So they're staying. Now let's go with, how did I react? So clearly I realize at this moment, I'm in trouble. My foot did not land on the stair where I thought it would. How can I recover and not go headfirst onto the brick? And the answer is with a ninja hop. Ninja hop successful. We are no longer going headfirst, but we're out of control. So there's some sunflowers here. I'm headed straight for the sunflowers and straight for the railing. Impact is inevitable. There's your impact. Check the cereal. 50% cereal recovery rate. Very pleased with that. Assessing the situation. Catching my breath. Fixing the cushion. And sitting down to enjoy my cereal. In the end, bruised ribs. Bloody toe. Ghost. Captured on film. And we'll just give it a one-time run through. Shout out to the squirrels. Ghost push in the back. The good news is it's a plastic railing. This is all wood. And when I moved in, I thought, I don't like these plastic railings. If that were wood, I could have broken a rib. But it had a nice amount of give on impact. And the wood railings would not have had that kind of give. And it would have been a different story. So, plastic can stay for now. That's my ghost story.